Okay, just sitting central, road exit to my right, clear. And again, I'm just trying to divide the danger and sit centre, maintaining a safe distance from the vehicle in front, no following traffic, coming into a 40-mile-an-hour zone. So gentle braking now, and we're going to go straight over at this junction. I'm not going to give a signal. The lane's clearly marked for straight over. I'm just going to stop short, about a car's length away, both feet down. I'm still in gear, just covering the rear brake now, ready to move off. Just going to shut the gap down a little bit so I can get a bit of a better view of what's to my left. So narrow bridge this. Okay, going to come to a stop. I'm just going to select neutral for a second because there's a lot of traffic. We're not going anywhere for a minute. Both feet down, just holding the bike on the front brake. Lots of traffic to my left. Okay, first gear, cover the rear brake, just try and move over. Have a feeling our motorcycle friend is going to let me go, and he has. Thank you very much. So I'm just going to sit left of centre on here because this is a narrow bridge. There's a heavy vehicle wanting to come, and I want to go left at the next junction. So quick mirror check, and I'm going to go left here. 30-mile-an-hour zone, but it's a very narrow village. Sorry, narrow roads through a small village. So I'm just going to sit central, following traffic, which is our motorcycle friend. Car wanting to turn right, so I'm just going to keep him at bay for a second. Okay, so we've got obstructions to our left and right now. So just going to try and roll down here. Quick lifesaver before we change lane. Say thank you to the waiting van. Sneak through here, sitting centre of my lane, commanding my road, stop anybody coming through. I'm going to say thank you. Sitting centre of my lane, 30 mile an hour, coming into a national. Quick mirror check, following traffic, but it's the motorcycle. Pick the speed up a little bit, but we have got to give way in front of us, so I'm just going to roll off the throttle now. Gentle braking, let everybody know we're slowing down. Okay, just going to roll down to the giveaway now, looking left and right, looking for that gap. There it is, straight over, straight into a national. No following traffic at the moment, no chance of an overtake either because we're on a blind summit. So we're just sitting at a nice steady, safe distance from these cars. Oncoming traffic now. With a pedal cyclist, the cars could be coming out into my lane. I'm going to try and hold them there though. Okay, coming to a busy interchange here. Off the throttle now. Checking for cars coming across my path. Vehicles merging from the right. Just going to sit centrally. Advance warning of a mini roundabout ahead. Again, sitting centrally, checking left and right. We're going to go right here, so I'm going to give a signal. There is traffic around me. Just looking for a gap to slip into. Second gear, gentle throttle. Just maintaining drive, checking left and right. I'm going to give a signal to my left. There is following traffic. Back on the throttle. We're still in a 60 mile an hour zone. So just sitting centrally now, no chance of an overtake. Advance warning of a road junction to my right, vehicles are slowing down, just going to roll off the throttle. Conscious of our car on the left here. Road exit right is clear, just gentle throttle again now, no chance of an overtake, no following traffic. Speed limit change in front to 40. So we try and be at 40 at 40. There we go. And we've got driveways left and right now, private driveways left and right. So scanning. Following traffic now, but it's a safe distance. Just sitting centre. trying to divide any danger. Avoid the manhole. Still 40 miles an hour, 40. Advance warning of school crossing patrol, but again we're in the school holidays. It's 10 to 6 at night. Roundabout in front, of which we need the second exit at, straight over. Rolling off the throttle, and we need our near side lane. So gentle braking now. Going down the gearbox, looking for a gap to slide into. There it is. Just going to stick in my lane to avoid any confusion. I'm going to give a signal. We're in a 40 zone still, so gentle throttle. Private driveways left and right that we need to monitor. And I'm just going to sit at the 40 mile an hour in the centre of my lane. Coming down to Warwick University now, so there's a good chance that we're going to have a number of people wandering around. So observations are just the other side of alert. Rolling off the throttle going down the hill. Advance warning of traffic lights. These are pedestrian traffic lights. There's nobody there at the moment, or there is a person walking toward it. They're going straight by. Don't think they're going to change. Gentle throttle. Sitting centrally in the middle of my lane. Not following traffic, but they're maintaining a safe distance. Okay, coming down to another roundabout, which again we need second exit straight over. And we're also coming into a 30 zone, if you can just about see the sign there. So down the gearbox to second, looking for the gap to slide into. Going to straighten the roundabout out, there's no chance of confusing anybody. Chevron boards to the right, maintaining 30 miles an hour, sitting centrally of my lane. Oh, we're coming into a 20 zone now. So at 20, at 20. And this is because we're going through the middle of the university campus. We've got following traffic, but they're very kindly keeping a safe distance. To the roundabout, first exit left, straight over. Going to straighten it out, there's no chance of confusing anybody. No signal required. Still in the 20 mile an hour zone. And there's students up here. We're gonna slow down. We're winding off the throttle now, just in case one of these decides to walk out. They shouldn't do. They don't have priority, but we will be alert. We will maintain the 20 miles an hour. Following traffic still, but he's considerably backed off now, which is very kind of him. So the restricted zone ends now. Although we are still in a 20 mile an hour zone. So we want to go second exit left, straight over. Looking for the gap to merge into. We can straighten this out, there's no chance of confusing anybody. Still following traffic, but he's maintaining a safe distance. We're now leaving the 20 mile an hour zone and coming into a 30. Car in front slowing down, not too sure what they're going to do, so we're just going to back off. Again, another roundabout approaching, 30 mile an hour zone. Just going to sit slightly left of centre to increase my view. Following traffic, but maintaining a safe distance. We want to go left first exit here, so I'm going to give a signal because of the following traffic. I'm looking for a gap to slide into. There it is, and we're coming straight into a 40 zone. So quick mirror check now, and just raise the forks up to the 40, and I'm just going to sit slightly left of centre here to extend my view around to the right, conscious of the entrance on the left. All clear. So I'm just going to sit centre now, mindful of driveways and exits, left and right. I have following traffic, maintaining a safe distance behind. Just checking driveways and road exits. Still a 40 mile an hour zone, 40. Have an advance warning sign, can't quite see what it is yet. Oh, okay, it's road narrowing. Sitting just centre. Following traffic, maintaining a good safe distance. Again, just checking private driveways and road exits, avoiding potholes and manhole covers. Sitting centre. Person on a bike on the wrong side of the road, just got back on the pavement, let's be mindful of that. Coming down into a 30-mile-an-hour zone, a highlighted 30-mile-an-hour zone, so quick mirror check, following traffic, maintaining a safe distance behind those, so I'm just rolling off the throttle, and hopefully we're going to be at 30 when we get there. Okay, just be mindful of this car, just going to sit centre, divide the danger. So again, following traffic but maintaining a safe distance. Sitting centre of my lane, just be mindful of road exits to the right. Blind summit ahead, so again I'm just going to sit in the centre of my lane. Road exit clear, private driveways on my left hand side now. Sun's in the slightly wrong position to give any hint of shadows that might help me. So again, just sitting centre. Following traffic, maintaining a safe distance. Coming up to a road junction now, I can see the giveaway sign. We want to go left here, private driveway car reversing off. He's seen me, he's come to a stop. I'm going to give a signal because of the following traffic. We are going left. Gentle braking to show I'm slowing down. And the gearbox, looking for a safe gap to merge into. There it is. Out we go without putting a foot down. And we're in a 30 zone now, so just gentle throttle up to the 30 still. And again, we've got lots of private driveways down here, left and right, so just scanning. No following traffic, vehicle up front is braking, rolling off the throttle. Car merging from our right, but I think he's coming toward me with oncoming traffic anyway, so he's okay. Car to my left looking to merge. Sitting centre, commanding the road, they've seen me, all good. I have following traffic. And he's sitting relatively close to me. He's not really giving me a safe distance, but I'm in control. I'll control the speed. I'm just going to move slightly right. Car behind me wanted to overtake, but I'm commanding the road. Desperate to get around me, the car behind. He's putting pressure on, but I'm not going to allow it. If he wants to overtake me on a dangerous position, that's up to him. Still behind me, still desperate to get by, but we're turning right at this junction that there's an advance warning of. I'm going to give a nice early signal so Mr. Pressure behind me can see. Rolling off the throttle, and I am going to give a lifesaver before I turn right here, just to make sure Mr. BMW man behind me isn't trying to sneak round me. Okay, all good. On we go. Still in a 30-mile-an-hour zone, 30. Private driveways left and right, which I need to scan for. Just avoid the manhole cover. Sitting slightly left to centre. Increase my view. Couldn't avoid that manhole. They place them just where you want to be, don't they? So again, just sitting centre. Scanning the driveways left and right. I can see a speed limit change in front of me going from a 30 to a 40. I'm going to do my mirror observations now. There's no following traffic. There's traffic coming toward me. So just gentle throttle up to the 40. Road just bears ever so slightly to the right, so I'm just going to move left of centre. Actually, I can see the exit point now, so I'm just going to bounce off the apexes and try and straighten this out a little bit. Checking exit left all clear. Just slightly right now to extend my view around the left-hander. Still in a 40 mile-an-hour limit. Oncoming traffic, so I'm going to move back to centre away from them. And I can sit here quite safely now in the centre. I can see a highlighted giveaway sign in front of me with a stop sign, a highlighted stop sign in front of me. So we are going to wind off the throttle now, and we're going to come to a complete stop and put a foot down at the stop line. We are going in straight over at this junction, so gentle braking, no following traffic at the moment. So down to the stop line, changing gear to the line, foot down, complete stop, looking left and right, looking left and right. Okay, clear motorway, over we go. Still in the 40 mile/hour limit. I'm going to gently accelerate up to it, being mindful of the private driveway's left. I'm just sitting slightly left of centre, slightly right of centre, pardon. Just moving left now to extend my view round to the right. 40 mile/hour limit, 40, and I've got an advanced warning of a humpback bridge. It's not terribly narrow, it's wide enough for me with oncoming traffic, but I am going to sit centre of the middle of my lane. Private driveways to my left, so I'm just sitting slightly right. Getting my words a bit mumbled up here now, I'm getting a bit tired. Sitting slightly left of centre now to increase my view. Want to go left at this junction, so I'm going to give a signal. There is following traffic behind me. Just looking for a gap to sneak out into. And there it is. So never put a foot down, nice and steady. Still in the 40 mile/hour limit. Sitting left to centre to increase my view of the right. Gentle throttle. Just sitting right of centre now. Extend my view. Coming back centre. Slightly left of centre, in case anybody's cutting the bends. Try and straighten this out a little bit. Okay, oh, man merging from my left. Okay, well done, thank you. Private driveways to my left, so just sitting centrally. No following traffic. Speed limit is 40. Cars in front not really doing that. They're doing a very slow 30. But there's no chance of an overtake, so I'm just going to sit steadily behind them. Coming into a built-up area, so there could be a speed limit change soon. No, still at 40. Private driveways left and right, so scanning still. Sitting centre of my lane at 40 miles/hour now. Now we have a 30 mile/hour limit change in front of us. Off the throttle, down a gear at 30 at 30. Advanced warning of sharp bend to the left, so I'm just going to sit slightly left of centre, being mindful of private driveways. 30 mile/hour limit, back to centre, just slightly right of centre to increase my view. Checking exit ways and driveways. Advanced warning of traffic lights ahead. Okay, traffic lights are red, let's just coast down to them. Okay, we could be here for a short while, so I'm just going to stop a small car length behind the vehicle in front, out of gear, rest the clutch, both feet down and relax, holding the bike on the front brake. I have following traffic. It's just getting ready for the light change. Okay, first gear, change feet, quick check around me, all good, off we go. I'm going to move out to the right hand side of the road to increase my view through the bridge. I'm not 7 foot tall, so I don't need to duck. Although you do, you can't help it, can you? So 30 mile/hour zone still, mini roundabout in front, of which we want to go right at. I'm going to give a signal, following traffic behind, onto the roundabout, checking the exit left. I'm going to signal left now. Got speed humps in front. Going to keep the speed down, 20 miles/hour, up over the speed humps. We're still in a 30 mile/hour zone anyway, so it's just going to drop on and off the speed humps at a nice steady 20-25 miles/hour. Sitting centrally in the middle of my lane, just checking the exit left, all clear at the moment. Up and over the speed hump. Cyclist oncoming, but nothing behind him. No following traffic now. Still 30 miles/hour, 30 limit. Road exit to my left, clear at the moment. Up and over the speed hump, checking left, all good. Still no following traffic. Roundabout approaching, of which we want to go straight over second exit. So just sitting centrally at 30 miles/hour. Mindful of the doggy. So here we go, no following traffic. looking for a gap to slip into. Nothing on the roundabout. I'm going to straighten the roundabout out. No signal required. Back on the gas. Still a 30 mile an hour limit. That's my phone buzzing away in my ear hole. 30 mile an hour limit. Just sitting slightly right of centre to increase my view. Traffic roundabout coming that we want to go second exit right at. No need to give a signal just yet. There's no following traffic. Don't know what's approaching from my left. I'm going to give a signal just in case there's stuff coming from my left. I don't want to get caught out with it and fumbling with a signal afterwards. So here we go, right onto the roundabout, checking left, give a signal left now. On the power, 50 mile an hour limit, get the forks raising up. Checking exits left. Sitting centrally in my lane, following traffic but a good distance behind. Checking exits and driveways left. So 50 mile an hour limit, 50. Following traffic but a good distance behind. Sitting centre of my lane. Just scan it. That's all I can do, just scan. Advanced warning of a sharp bend to the left. Doesn't look too severe at the moment. I've got following traffic overtaking me now. Again, I'm just going to move ever so slightly right, fucking hell Dave, right, extend my view to the left, pedestrian there. Okay, advanced warning of a sharp bend to the right, with lots of exits and driveways off to my left. So scan, scan, scan. I can see a roundabout down there now, I can see vehicles braking. So rolling off the throttle, following traffic but a good distance behind. Advanced warning of roadworks. So gentle braking now. Just coming down the gearbox, looking for a gap to slide into. There it is. I'm not going to straighten the roundabout out because there's a motorcyclist off to my right. So if you buy a Harley Davidson, you don't need to adhere to speed limits and you don't need a rear number plate apparently. So put myself down to a Harley Davidson dealer tomorrow. Shocking. So highlighted advanced warnings of a crossroads. There is a car waiting at the crossroad. Going to come across my path now. I have got following traffic in both lanes. Car is joining my lane. But his acceleration is good. He's staying away from me. We've got a lay-by off to my left with vehicles in it. There's nothing signalling, but I have got a mirror check going on here. This car's overtaking me, so I'm just avoiding the danger by sitting centrally in my lane. .50 mile an hour limit, 50. Just sitting centre of my lane, scanning. No following traffic. Advanced warning of a roundabout ahead. I have following traffic now, but a good distance behind. Just moving right slightly, just to extend my view a little bit. Following traffic, still a good distance behind. And I actually want to go right third exit. I'm going to give a signal now. Quick lifesaver. The car behind me is catching me. He's come out into this lane as well. Cancelled my indicator and reapplied it, so there's no confusion as to whether I've left my signal on. Looking for a gap to slip into. Down the gearbox to second. There's my gap. Quick check left. Nothing at the inside of me. Scanning. Signal's still on. I'm going to give a left-hand signal now. Yes, thank you, Mr. Europe car. You wait there. Into a 50 mile an hour limit still. Gentle acceleration. Mirror check. Do have following traffic, but maintaining a safe distance. Speeds pretty much up to 50 miles an hour now, so no chance of an overtake. Exit off to my left. clear at the moment, but I'm just going to sit slightly right. Clear, move back centre. There is a cyclist coming toward me. Oncoming traffic. Following traffic behind, but a good distance behind. Scanning the exits. I can see highlighted warnings in front. Actually no, it's a highlighted speed limit change. Currently in a 50 mile an hour limit, and the speed limit change that we're coming to is a 30 mile an hour limit. Cyclist coming toward me, rolling off the throttle. 30 at 30, commanding the space. Don't want him coming round. Okay, now just scanning the driveways left and right. Watch the speed, Dave, just creeping up a little bit. We're in a 30 mile an hour zone. Roundabout in front, we want second exit straight over. Still just scanning the driveways left and right. Following traffic behind, maintaining a good distance. So, off the throttle now. Gentle braking, just showing a brake light to the rear. Looking for a gap to slip into. It seems to be pretty good at the minute. Scan, 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 all good. Going to straighten the roundabout out. There's no chance of confusing anybody. I'm going to give a signal because of the following traffic. Cancel the signal. Centre of my lane, 30 miles an hour, 30. Scan. Private driveways left and right. Okay, we have some traffic calming ahead. 20 mile an hour when the lights show. The lights are not showing, however we do need to move over into the offside lane. Quick lifesaver, change lane. And move back to my side of the road. Oncoming traffic in front, they should be giving way to me on their traffic calming. No following traffic. Centre of the road, scanning driveways left and right. Maintaining 30 miles an hour limit. Car off to my right. Scan, scan, scan. Yes, they have seen me, they are waiting. I'm just moving slightly right of centre. No, back to centre. Oncoming traffic. Do have following traffic now. Maintaining a safe distance at the moment. So I'm sitting centre, scanning driveways left and right. Advanced warning of road narrows ahead, and I can see a speed limit change in the distance. Following traffic, maintaining a safe distance, scanning driveways left. Oncoming traffic toward me. Mirror checks now. Following traffic, maintaining a good distance. On the throttle. Just to try and build a buffer of space up. 5 miles an hour. Sorry, 50 miles an hour. Sitting left to centre to extend the view. Coming back to centre. Try and straighten the bends out where we can. Road exit right and private driveways left. Scan. Vehicle merging from my right, ahead of me. He should be free and clear before I get there. Yet another vehicle looking to merge right. He's coming out. Mirror check, have following traffic but maintaining a safe distance. Scan left and right, all clear. Moving slightly right to increase the view ahead. Oncoming traffic, so move back. Advanced warning of a series of bends with the first one to the left. Following traffic, maintaining good distance. Oncoming traffic, moving slightly left to extend the view to the right. Okay, just moving slightly right now to extend my view to the left, scanning driveways, being prepared to move left, away from the oncoming, back to centre. Road exit to my right, clear. Advanced warning of road narrows with a slow sign on the road, just rolling off the throttle, staying centre of my lane. Just down the gearbox to match the speed, staying left to centre, following traffic, maintaining a good distance behind. Try and straighten the bends out where we can, checking exits left. Back on steady throttle,